So hello you guys, I am doing a very basic look today. And I of course primed. The video didn't record when I was priming, so to give you an idea of what I used, here you go. I used the Fab Cosmetics mattifying primer all over my face, and then the hydrating primer by them on my laugh lines to keep my laugh lines hydrated, keep makeup from settling. And then here you see I'm using the NYX first base spray primer that I like to use. So I like to use a mattifying primer on the oily parts of my face and a hydrating primer on the laugh lines. I'm looking for something here, you guys, and that is going to be the complexion product by Black Radiance, which is their Color Perfect foundation stick in the shade Cashmere. I really like this because it's a buildable foundation. Cream stick foundations are usually going to be medium to full coverage, but this settles down to medium finish, but it is buildable, so you can get full coverage out of it. I did go ahead and use that brush on the end, which was really just a waste of time, but using it anyway. Rub, rub, rub. And I just love how this, like I said, product, it sets to a medium finish. It's very lightweight, so this is one of my favorite Black Radiance products that I like to use. And I feel like it matches my complexion fairly well. It's really hard sometimes for me to find a foundation complexion product that is a good match because I have different shades of melanin all over my face. I have light spots, dark spots, so yeah. So I came to my senses and got a foundation brush to use. This is the foundation brush by Wet n Wild, and let me tell you, it was like $1, maybe like $1.59. But it is amazing. I love it. Look, y'all. Don't be thinking you have to spend a whole bunch of money on these brushes, okay? Get you one of these cheap ones. You will not be disappointed. Wet n Wild is doing their thing with these makeup brushes that they have. Like I said, this one was really cheap. I want to say it was like $1 and some change. I could be wrong, but I'll put the price in the description. Check out their makeup brushes, you guys. They're really good. And they are vegan. So see how I had to come in with the brush to get things right, get the complexion right. And like I said, that Black Radiance foundation stick is really good. It sets to a nice finish. So I'm going to be using the Avon Longwear Concealer in the shade Toffee. I did this, it was featured in one of my previous videos that I did. I'm obsessed with this concealer. I love it. And I like to put my concealer on like this lately because it's, number one, I feel like I don't like to use a whole bunch of product under my eyes anymore when it comes to concealer, because when you use a lot of concealer under your eyes and you have fine lines, you run the risk of it settling into your lines. So You don't have to use that much. Place it where you see I placed my concealer and then just dab it, and you will not have that issue of your concealer settling into your fine lines because you're not using that much. You're just using what you need. Dab, 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 darlings. Repeat on the other eye. I'm listening to my playlist while I'm doing this, so I'm just getting into the groove of things. And I'm looking for something in my makeup collection. I did not pre-select any products that I was going to be using today. So you're going to be seeing me digging for stuff in my makeup collection throughout this video. And I have pulled out the Avon Magic's Dust Finishing Powder, translucent powder in the shade Medium Deep. And I did feature this in one of my recent videos as well, my Avon unbagging videos. And I just love this. I'm going to go in with this to set my under eye concealer. And I like to use this smaller sized brush when I'm setting underneath my eyes because it just gets in there really good, gets into the nooks and crannies versus using a bigger brush. And now I am going to get a little bit more to set the rest of my face. I'm going to use the rest of a little bit more of this setting translucent finishing powder to set the rest of my face. But I'm going to go in with a bigger brush. I'm going to go in with a Wet n Wild all over face brush, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face with that translucent powder. And like I said, you guys, you definitely should check out Wet n Wild's brushes that they have. If you don't want to splurge a whole lot on makeup brushes and tools, check out Wet n Wild. Like I said, they're vegan. The bristles are so soft. So, so soft. I'm, of course, obsessed. And it looks like I am going to be using Believe's eye primer, Lock It In eye primer. This is the translucent. They have a translucent, which is what you see here, and they also have the universal shade, which is like a supposedly universal nude color. I like to use the translucent powder from time to time, just because you want variety. So I have this one here, which is the translucent. It dries down to an invisible finish. And I also have the universal nude eyeshadow primer by them as well, by Believe Beauty. I kind of like this one more so than their universal nude, simply because it's clear. It dries down invisible. Gotta marinate them lips. They was looking a little crusty, you guys, so I had to marinate my lips, which I like to do when I'm doing my makeup. I like for them to be nice and supple so that when it comes time to do the lip product application, they're ready, honey. Let's see, what am I digging for now? One of these days, I'm going to show you guys what my makeup collection looks like. It's extensive. It's a serious situation. So I'm going to just use one shade all over my lid, which I like to call a garage. And I'm using the eyeshadow palette by NYX. It's their Perfect Filter eyeshadow palette. And this is going to be in the shade Golden Hour. That's the name of the palette that I'll be using, which I'm going to show you guys in just a second. I've used it before in a prior video. I just love this. The color are really, it's a really pigmented nude eyeshadow palette. Very minimal fallout. So I love it. But I'm just going to go in with this one shade. It's just a brown, chocolate brown eyeshadow. Y'all, this is just a basic AF. And you guys know what AF means. I'm not going to say the word, but yeah, this is just a very basic makeup look. I'm just, want to look cute because I'm going to be stepping out, heading out the door. And I am going to take a smaller eyeshadow brush to get into my corner and just add a shimmery shade just to look a little bit more awake. Look ready for the day, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. Get the lashes ready. And I can't stress it enough, ladies. Take care of your lashes, whether you wear false lashes or wear a ton of mascara like me. You gotta take care of your lashes. Get you a good lash primer. I suggest Rimmel London. I have one by them, and I also have one by Avon that I like to wear. Those are my two trusted lash primer products. So you got to take care of your lashes. And I am looking for mascara. I have one option, and then I am going to be pulling out another option because I can never decide. So I'm going to be choosing between Black Radiance's Bodybuilding Mascara or Believe Beauty's Voluminize Mascara. So I think I am going to go with this Black Radiance Mascara here. Yeah, just that brush alone. Like, I just love it. So yeah. And this will be one of many layers or applications of mascara that I'll be putting on in this video, you guys. So you have been forewarned. As you know, if you've been subscribed to my channel since the beginning, mascara is one of my favorite makeup products. So I will put it on and put it on and put it on until I get the intensity that I like. I love mascara. And if you notice, I have trained myself to not do the scary mascara mouth. I don't know why. Like, if you look at my other videos, you'll see when I'm putting on my mascara, like, I'm looking like a trout mouth with my mouth wide open. But she's trained now, you guys. Jam into my playlist. It's the funnest thing to put on mascara or put on makeup overall and listen to your favorite music. Just let it jam in the background. That's the perfect glam session for me. Putting on makeup and jamming. Like I told y'all, I'm gonna be putting on several applications of mascara, so just be ready. Sorry about that, you guys. I think I had got a call. But anyway, back to the matter at hand, which is makeup. So now I'm going to be doing a little line, but I'm going to go in underneath on my top waterline and just do a little line. I like to do my eyeliner underneath versus on top of my lash line when I'm just doing a basic look, because when I close my eyes, I feel like it stamps my lower lash line and puts a little bit of the liner on the bottom lash. So you kind of kill two birds with one stone. So I feel like it kind of just stamps the lower lash line with a bit of black liner. But it also thickens your lash line on the top. So it kind of makes your lash line look a little bit more voluminous and thick at the base. Gives it a little bit more depth. That's what I think. I don't know. You guys might not see it, but I live in my own world, so that's what I believe. I think this is application number 3 or 4. I don't know. I can't remember, you guys. Who's keeping count? Little jam session there. Like I said, y'all, I live in my own world. I don't care what people think. As long as I approve of me, that's all that matters. And I want y'all to feel the same way about yourself. So I'm just going to go back over with a little bit of that chocolate eyeshadow to cover up any mascara splotches that I might have got on my lid. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows, which y'all know I hate doing my eyebrows. Sometimes I do my eyebrows first, but before I do my makeup, sometimes I'll save that for a little bit later on in the makeup process. So that's what I did today. I'm going to be doing my lashes, and I hate them. I hate doing them. It's not very fun. I'm going to be using CoverGirl's brow and liner powder, and it's in the shade 810. This is just, what it is. It's a powder that fills in your eyebrow hairs. It attaches to them. And it's actually a very long lasting product. I have used this before and worked out, and the brows were still there. They endured through the sweat. So this is a really good product that I like to use whenever I just want to do a quick brow application. Like I said, y'all, this look is very basic. It's not a high glam look, so I'm not looking to get a perfect brow look. I'm just filling in the brow hairs that I have, and we're going to go with that. So, no, they're not going to be perfect. They're not going to be twins. I think today they are actually going to be distant cousins. So I'm just going in with the Milani Easy Brow Pencil in number 2 dark brown just to fill in where it's needed. Now I'm going to go back over it with the CoverGirl brow powder, doing the one brow that will cooperate and behave and do what I want her to do. And then this brow is just, she got problems. She has identity issues. Yeah. So, yeah, we not looking for nothing symmetrical, y'all. So if you looking for a perfect brow right now, you might want to just fast forward through this because you're not going to get it. Going back in with that Milani Easy Brow Pencil. This is my favorite. I have come into some other recent brow pencils, like in my last video, as you've seen, my Avon unbagging. I like that brow pencil, but this one here is just one that I always tend to reach for. Made a little mistake there, a little boo-boo. But yeah, the Milani Easy Brow is just one that I always reach for. But I'm trying to give other brow products a try, a chance. As you see, I'm using the CoverGirl one in addition to this one, so. Just filling in any sparse areas and trying to shape this one into what I need her to be, but she just doesn't want to be great. She just wants to go her own way, as Fleetwood Mac would say. Okay, that's it. I should have went in a little bit more on the front end of that brow there, but we're going to leave it at that. So now I am looking for a brow gel to set my brow hairs with, and I cannot decide which one to use. Looking through the never-ending mound of products here. This bin is where I keep all my liners, my brow pencils, brow gels. So yeah. And I can't find what I need. So out of desperation, I'm just going to go in with NYX's Tinted Brow Mascara in the shade Chocolate, aka Chocolat, and just use this to set my brow hairs in place. Like, you guys, I don't care. about my brows today. This is not a high glam look. That video is coming. I haven't done one of my little high glam looks in a minute. Kiss from the hubby. Hubby came in. So back to the matter at hand. I'm just setting my brows once again with NYX's tinted brow mascara in the shade Chocolate. I really like this one too. It's not a long lasting one, but hey, it gets the job done. So, and it's a lighter brown gel, so it's not necessarily black. So sometimes I like to do my brows a little lighter. And that's it, you guys. As you see, they're not even. They're far from symmetrical, but we're going to go with that. Just trying to get this brow somewhat cute, but it ain't going to happen, y'all. Going through my makeup brushes, and I'm trying to pick out the brush that I need. Because I want to go and do a little highlight underneath my brow to try to get these brows to look a little bit more carved out and sculpted. Some people do this with concealer, but you can also do this with eyeshadow. Just to make the look a little bit more finished and refined. So even if your brows are not perfectly done, you know, they're not symmetrical, you can still get somewhat of a finished look if you carve them out. And like I said, you can do it with either concealer. I like to do it with eyeshadow. It's a little bit more easier to control the outcome. It's not as messy as, not that when you do it with concealer it's messy, but I just feel like it's a little bit easier when you do, when you carve them out with powder. Oh, the hubby's coming back. A little bit more love. But yeah, I like to do it with powder. Conversations with the hubby. I'm confused about something he's saying. I don't know. Just blending it down and see how there's a little bit more of a finished look there. Going back in with the 1 millionth coat of mascara. I told you guys that I'm going to be doing multiple applications of this. This is an easy way for me to get that lashy look. Is just putting in putting on a coat of it, letting it get not necessarily dry, but like tacky, and then going on with another application of it until I get the intensity and length that I like. And this mascara, once again, it's the Black Radiance Bodybuilding Mascara. When I first used it in my video, my full face of Black Radiance makeup, I didn't really like it, but it just seems like once I let it sit a little bit and I let the product get a little bit thick, it's doing its thing. So I really like it. It's one of my favorite mascaras that I have. So now I am just going to go back in with that all over face brush by Wet n Wild and just smooth things down. And rummage through my makeup again. Let's see what I'm going to pull out now, you guys, to use. Gotta adjust there. I have something in my eye. All right, so now I'm going to go in with Milani's Baked Bronzer in the shade Soleil. This is a bronzer, but for me, I don't obviously wear it as a bronzer because I'm already chocolate. But I like to use it as shimmer for my cheeks. To just put a subtle glisten there. And then I like to go over that with another Milani product. It is Milani's Baked Powder Blush in the shade Bellissimo Bronze, number 6. And I just like to go over this on top of that, what I just placed. And it just gives a subtle golden glisten on my cheeks. And I like this because as I wear it throughout the day, as it sits on my face, it gets more saturated and just gives me such a glistening glow to my cheeks. Like, I just love it. Like, it's really subtle, like you can barely see it now, but throughout the day it looks so pretty. It looks so pretty on me. I love it, the way that it just gets a saturated golden glisten by like hour 3 or 4 of wearing it. So now I'm going to do my highlighter, and I'm going to be using Believe Beauty, their Perfect Glow highlighting stick in the shade Disco. I don't know if you can see it there. It's very small, but trust me, it's Disco. And this is a cream bronzer. And a lot of people don't like cream products, especially cream bronzers, but I love to use cream products and cream highlighters. Did I say, I think I said bronzers before. But yeah, this is a highlighter, not a bronzer, y'all. Sorry. So yeah, cream products are so easy to manipulate and they last a lot longer, and the pigment is like they're really pigmented, and the color is a lot more potent sometimes. If that makes sense. I don't know. We're not here to make sense, you guys. We're here to look fabulous. So just look at that, how it glistens. I just love it. When you're using cream products, especially highlighters, don't rub, pat so that you're not removing product underneath that you've worked so hard to place. So just make sure you're patting your cream products in and not rubbing. So moving on, I placed some on the bridge of my nose. I'm going to wipe away that lip gloss that I put down to marinate my lips because I want to highlight my Cupid's bow with that Believe Beauty highlighting stick. Sorry, you guys, if you hear the vacuum in the background. My hubby's vacuuming. So, yes, and I like to do a little highlight there I don't know what that part is called, but I don't know. I like to highlight there because I feel like it pulls up the Cupid's bow and that makes your lips look like, I don't know, fuller for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just placing the highlight where I feel like the sun would naturally reflect off of my face, which is my forehead, Cupid's bow, bridge of my nose, and of course my cheekbones. And I'm just patting, I'm not rubbing once again. Very important when you're using cream products, cream and gel products, to just pat, putting it on my chin to highlight. Sorry for the boob flashing, you guys. Didn't realize it when I was filming, but you know, it is what it is. Sister's proud of what she's got. All right, so I'm just gonna go underneath my eyes with a brightening powder. I call it a brightening powder, but it's just a lighter shade of pressed powder. And I'm just gonna go underneath my eyes with that. And for the life of me, I can't remember what it was that I used. I want to say it was the Ruby Kisses pressed powder. And it was just a lighter shade. I like to call it a brightening powder because it's lighter than a powder that I would normally wear. And just to brighten underneath my eyes so she don't look so tired, y'all. And just going back over my cheeks with the Milani Baked Powder Blush in the shade Bellissimo Bronze. And now I am going to do my moles, which I love to darken my moles, my little constellation of moles here. When I first realized that they were coming in, like I was like, what the world? Like, why am I getting these moles? But now I love them. I love my moles. Just going over with a little extra highlight on there. Sorry, you guys. I am digging for something. And my lip products, when I'm going through my lipstick products, it's the worst because I have so many. But I am trying to select between two options here. I'm thinking of using the CoverGirl Melting Pout lip product in the shade, I don't know what shade, in the shade Caught Up, and the Nicka K Lip Gloss Crystal Shine. And I decided to go with CoverGirl. This lip gloss is I just love this line of lip glosses by CoverGirl. They're so smooth. They don't they're not sticky. It's just so smooth. And I love it. And I'm actually putting it on again as I'm narrating this video for you guys. Like I just I just put another coat of it on right now, but yeah. And this is another coat of mascara, going back in with the Black Radiance Bodybuilding Mascara. Y'all, you've got to try this mascara. Like, it's the bomb. I love it. Trying not to do the trout mouth, but it's inevitable sometimes when you're putting on mascara, ladies. Look at that lash line. Look at that lash line. Take care of your lashes, ladies. Nourish them, nurture them. Okay. I'm looking for my scissors because I am going to clip a little bit of my lashes because they're uneven. So one moment, you guys, while I step away. And my scissors are my one makeup tool that I can't live without. So I'm just separating and just clipping a little bit to get a little even lash fringe there. Because my lashes grow so uneven. Some lashes grow faster than the others, so some are longer than the others, some are shorter. So, you gotta clip and dip a little bit on them lashes. Clip it and dip it. So I'm doing another application of mascara, you guys. I'm not, who's keeping count? Like, I'm not keeping count. I don't know how many coats I did. So we are digging for something else. And I believe I am looking for setting spray. Yes, which I just dropped. Sorry about that, you guys. So I'm going to be using, to set my face, I'm using Maybelline Lasting Fix Makeup Setting Spray. It lasts up to 16 hours. I love this one. Not only does the bottle match my shirt a little bit, but, it's Maybelline. So I'm going to go in with a good spray. And to help that hurry up and set and dry, we are going to just fan a little bit with a fabulous fan just to get that nice and set, so we can go in with another spray because we want our makeup to last all day. So here is spray number 2. And when I do, a lot of like two sprays of setting spray, like my makeup really lasts throughout the day because a sister is oily. So I need my makeup to last. And it really does last when I do like 2 or 3 little sprays of setting spray. So we're going to get it to dry. And you guys, that is my basic AF makeup look. And tell me what you think in the comments below. Very basic look.